Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tamara Janee from HH3 Construction Group LLC, and we help you get certified. We help you get certified to do business with the federal government as well as win contracts in the private sector. For those of you who have not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe so that you can go ahead and get all the updates of when we post new videos. As you can see today, I don't know if you guys can kind of see it, but I am representing Felicia Streeter today, the Government Contractors Bootcamp. I actually got my shirt a couple of days ago, and I was like, let me go ahead and put this shirt on so that I can represent in this next video. So if you guys watched the last video, I talked about how to attract customers using LinkedIn. And on that video, I promised that I would also do one on Craigslist because I too, when I first started my contracting business, for those of you who don't know, our focus was mainly construction, right? So we would go out, do remodels, cleanups, things like that. So I got a lot of attraction and a lot of different contracts from different social media platforms. So I'm just sharing what I did and hopefully that helps you guys. So here's how I attracted customers using Craigslist. I know a lot of people kind of say that Craigslist is like dead just because Craigslist kind of changed things up a lot when it came to businesses marketing themselves. Like now, I think to post an ad, or honestly, I think it's any ad now, it is a charge for it. And I think it starts at like $5 and kind of goes up from there. I'm here in Texas, so I'm here in Dallas. And for me to post an ad, it was like, I think it was like $8. I haven't done it in a while, so I don't know if that price changed or if it's still the same. I'm hoping it's kind of still the same. I still go on there to find contracts, but I just have not posted. Reason why is because, you know, we're at capacity right now. So we can't really take on any more projects on the construction side at the moment. But yeah, so what you initially want to do is you want to, when you first start on Craigslist, you of course want to post an ad. Your ad, don't make it like everyone else's. Hey, my name is such and such, I do such and such. You know, make it to where people are able to set. I always say when it comes to any type of marketing form, you want to make sure that your customers can self-identify that you are the person that they need for their business or for their project or whatever it is that you have going on. Like for instance, I have a client, she's in credit repair, and she posts, you know, on Craigslist and she posts on LinkedIn. And we always set the post up to where people are able to self-identify that they are her customer, that they are going to connect with her. You have to realize that everyone is not going to be your customer. Everyone is not going to connect with you. And that's fine. You don't want to be stressed out when you're working with clients. So your post should be able to identify, hey, you know, like for instance, I know I use janitorial a lot, but it's just what I resonate with. And it's easier for me to explain. So say for instance, you're in janitorial, right? You may post, I always say post pictures, you know, during the cleaning process. Of course, you want to post before, and then you want to post after, because you want people to be able to see that transition and what you can do, right? So definitely post pictures that resonate with the post. You want to make sure that your subject line is specific. When I say, you don't want to just say, hey, cleaning services or need a cleaning team or whatever. You don't want to do that, because at that point, you're just going to pop up with everyone else. You want it to be specific when people search for you. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the keywords in here in a minute. But so for instance, like for some of my posts, let me look at some of mine. For some of mine, like I will put on their rough cleanings. I will put on their post cleanings, construction cleanup, or I will put on their remodeling crews and things like that. Just something to kind of catch people's eye, like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm on here looking for. That's what you want. So don't just go on there and try and post just to get it over with. No, when it comes to marketing, you have to put thought process in what you are putting out there, because that's going to be the deciding factor for if people actually want to work with you. So make sure your subject line is very specific. You definitely want to make sure that people know the best ways to contact you. I know Craigslist has the feature where you can hide your contact information. So basically, people will have to click like up in the left hand corner to reveal the contact information, and that's fine. But I personally recommend that you also put it in the description of the ad, just because some people don't like to look. Just being honest with you. Some people don't like to look. They don't like to take that time. They want it to be dead in their face. And that's what you have to remember when you're working on the actual content for this ad, is that you want it to be in their face of what it is that you do. I personally didn't put pricing on my ad just because pricing was different, just because of what I did. But for my credit repair client, she does, because she has actual packages that pretty much stay the same, unless she's going to customize something, which in the ad, it actually says, hey, if you, something along the lines like, if you need a customized ad, let's have a conversation. So you can do that too. So pricing is kind of up to you. You can give a brief description of your business. So if you want to put like you guys' mission, or like your business overview, don't do paragraphs. Don't do that. Nobody's going to read it, to be honest with you. So you're really just wasting your time. Be brief, like do like 3 sentences of an overview or a description of you and your business, just to kind of let people know who it is that you are. I had another person that asked me, when it came to the ad, should they put their next codes on there? My recommendation is no, because people are not going to Craigslist searching for next codes. So leave those out. So you want to make sure you have the subject line, a catchy subject line, put some thought into it. If you need to, go and do research other people who have ads that are similar to what you are trying to do. Put a 3-sentence brief, overview of your company in there. Make sure you put before, after, and during pictures. Every industry should have that. You should have some shape or form of before and after pictures. If you're not sure how to pull those together, comment on this video and we can kind of work that out. What else? If you have a website, put your website link. If you have insurances, if you have, liability insurance for your business, put that on there. Because for construction companies, most of the times as a subcontractor, you do have to have you have to have liability insurance. What else? Past performance. That kind of folds into like the before and after pictures. But if you just want to, say, hey, I've worked on these projects, it was this turnaround time. People love turnaround time, because that kind of lets them know how long it's going to take you. And that kind of lets them know what they can expect. It's very rare that they'll reach out to people, in your past performance. You don't have to put their contact information. Like people that you've worked with in the past, you don't have to put that. You just want them to know that you have the experience. That's what you're looking for here. If you are someone who just started your business, leave the past performance out. That is totally fine. Don't put things on there that are not true, because it will come back to you and they will ask you for more. So just kind of focus on those things that I said a little earlier when it comes to pulling together your ad. The next thing that you want to do on Craigslist, and this was really big for me. This was basically for me building engagement, building relationships. So I would do keyword searches, right? So of course, me being in construction, I want to get out there and find some projects. So I will always research. I want to research like a couple of keywords. So the biggest keyword for me was subcontractor. So what you do is when you go to Craigslist, I think it's under jobs. I should definitely do a workshop on it. I'll think about it. But you'll go to go to your local Craigslist, search. You'll go click on the jobs. I believe it is, if that's still the same on there. And then type in subcontractors, and it'll populate different people who have put subcontractors in their actual ad. Take time and go through those. Set time on your calendar to at least do that about 3 times a week. And build the consistency. You guys know with me, everything is about building consistency. I don't care if you're starting from scratch, you have to be consistent. Another thing that I would research on there, and search subcontractor and subcontractors. Okay, so search both of those. You'll notice the difference when you search them. Another thing I used to search, I would search like remodel. And then I get some specific. I would search painters. I would search drywall, going deep into my NACS codes. I would kind of just search those little keywords there and see what I came up with. I would spend maybe 20-30 minutes 3 times a week doing this, and I was able to secure a lot of contracts from this. Like I said, it comes with building consistency. Watch out though, you cannot work with everyone. You have to do your research when it comes to working with anyone. I don't care if you got them off of Craigslist. I don't care where they came from. Because when I first started, within my first year, I had a contract that was worth $18,000 and the guy skipped out. Maybe I'll do a video on that. So that I can warn you guys about just some of those mistakes that I made in the beginning, so that you guys can kind of steer clear of that. But definitely do your research. I always say, don't ever sign contracts and you don't know who you're signing with, especially off of something like Craigslist, because you do have a lot of scammers on social media. So that comes along with you having to do your own research and know who it is that you are working with. So if you are going to be implementing Craigslist, I know this was a little short video. It was very quick, but that's what I did on Craigslist. And that's how I secured contracts. That's how, I built my company. So let me know in the comments, like, are you guys going to be using Craigslist? What do you kind of see yourself getting started with? I want to know what it is that you have going on. If you have questions specific to Craigslist and how to kind of use it in your business, definitely post it in the comments and I will respond. So remember to like and share this video, and definitely subscribe to our channel so that you can get the updates of when we post. All right, see you guys next time.